Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. So, do you remember The Holiday, 2006 romantic comedy movie that's set during Christmas time? It's written and directed by Nancy Meyers, who's directed films such as The Parent Trap, It's Complicated, and so much more. It stars Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black. It did very well when it came out at the time. Many, consider it to be a classic amongst Christmas movies. You could argue romantic comedy movies and all that stuff. So the reason why I bring it up because there has been some recent news regarding this movie. Deadline reported this exclusives. Essentially says that The Holiday is going to be turned into a limited series that's in the works for Apple. Says here that it's getting the TV treatment. Apple TV Plus has in the works a limited series adaptation of the 2006 romantic comedy which starred Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black, sources tell Deadline. It reboots the premise of the film with new characters. Chrissy Ducker is writer slash executive producer for the holiday series, produced by Left Bank Pictures, with Rob Delaney also brought on as a consultant. Myers has no involvement in the project, I hear. The limited series keeps the setup of the movie about a single American and single British woman living very different lives who swap their houses for the holidays and find love in the process. Search is underway for well known actresses to play the leads, with the first offers sent out on both sides of the Atlantic. If slash when stars are locked in, the limited series, which comes from Apple TV Plus's UK team, is expected to get a green light. And then so on and so forth. And yeah, I don't know what to feel about this news because this movie I would say yeah like it's a great movie for genre and all that stuff, and I never imagined it to be a TV series, but I figured that if this were to be a TV series it should have been a continuation rather than do, let's say, a complete reboot where you keep the same premise essentially but have new characters in it. That's essentially what happened in the original movie. This could have been better if this was a continuation of the first movie and actually have Nancy Myers involved with this. Now, had, let's say, she turned it down and there was a new team involved, that'll be one thing. But yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about this. So let's look in the comment section what they say, what people are saying here. To not recognize that the magic that has allowed the holiday to endure the test of time is not the premise, but the world Nancy Myers created and the off the chart chemistry between Cameron Diaz slash Jude Law and Kate Winslet slash Jack Black is inane. Good luck to them finding well known actors eager to jump into a comparison that only sets them up for failure. Something to be expected from the Hallmark Channel, not Apple TV, and the disrespect of not seeking Nancy Myers' blessing is next level Young Turk economical. That's insanity. Apple TV must have moronic executives. Nancy Myers and the cast are the essence of the holiday. You just alienated all of them. This is so gross. I'm unsubscribing from Apple TV immediately. Couldn't agree more. What a bad idea. Agreed. I would love to know the reason why Nancy isn't on the project. You would have to be lame AF to pass her up for this. It's no wonder Hollywood is dying a slow death. Everything is a remake, a reboot, a sequel, or a prequel these days. Get some original ideas already. There are a million ideas. Execs want reboots, studios want reboots. They're cheap and don't know a good idea if they see one. I'm sure it's gonna be as big of a hit as what that limited series Four Weddings and a Funeral. Just give people a proper sequel starring OG4. That's what audiences want. agreed. A sequel with the movie with the original four actors would be better received than a TV show with none of the original people. So that's essentially how people are responding to this news. And I've seen similar comments on social media. So now, speaking of Nancy Myers, apparently when this was put out there, she was just as surprised as the rest of us, essentially. So I found here Film Updates shared her reaction, where she screenshotted the article on Hollywood Reporter, and she says here, news to me. Imagine my surprise when I opened Instagram and this was the first post I saw. Hmm. Yeah, that's messed up though, because I imagine, like, as the original writer and director, you would feel some type of way if they just if this team decided to do their own thing with the holiday without consulting her, without, I don't know, contacting her in some way. So yeah, this is just messed up though, and it seems like, yeah, that most people agree with her essentially. I see here one person said, "Wait, how can a reboot be happening without the original creator even knowing?" Because yeah, that's just messed up though. Uh, Another person said in 2024 alone, over 37% of reboots were greenlit without original creators' involvement. Studios call it modernization. We call it erasure disguised as content strategy. Yeah, because that's like messed up though. That this TV show is happening without her involvement, without reaching out. I mean, that's messed up though, because whoever made that choice, shame, shame. But yeah, this is just messed up with this news. And I do want to share that I saw on her Instagram with Nancy Myers. She shared she posted this back in December. I guess like she was making posts on the holiday last year, and she said she posts here my last post on the holiday for 2024. I think I did a podcast all about the making of the movie. You can listen here on the Hollywood Gold podcast. And yeah, I believe, yeah, the episode is on their YouTube channel, and I'm sure it's available on all platforms if you want to know more about the holiday movie. I thought it was worth noting to share. I don't see this going well, like, for Apple TV Plus and the people involved with the TV series. I'm curious, like, how they're going to structure this as a limited series, like, assuming if they're using the same premise, if they're not doing much changes in comparison to the movie. Maybe like each episode will focus on different couple, perhaps. But yeah, it's just messed up that you don't have any of the people from the original movie involved with this one, because it could have worked. It could have been great. It could have worked to their benefit had, let's say, Nancy Myers was involved in this project. But since that didn't happen, that's not the case here. So, but I imagine with the people involved with the TV series are probably still going to continue to move forward with the show. I don't know if they'll respond to what Nancy Myers said publicly, but we shall see what happens there. So that pretty much concludes this topic here. So I want to know, what do you guys think about the TV show idea for this movie? Should it happen? Should it not? Or would it have been better if, let's say, this was a continuation of the original movie with the original cast involved? Let me know in the comment section. Also, too, if you want to support me, you could visit buymeacoffee.com/numpymalloy, where you could donate. And also, too, you could check out the posts that I have there on that platform. Also, too, I do have a community page on YouTube, so feel free to post stuff there as long as it respects the guidelines, of course. And if you want to follow me on social media, my links are in the description. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one.